Warning.
You are now tuned in to 7 Mile Radio. 7 Mile Radio.
Hey.
Morning peace, morning peace.
Morning peace, everybody.
Hey.
My sis, nice to meet you.
Hey. We just came right on in here, right? Yeah.
Ready, styling and profiling.
Yes.
Let's introduce ourselves, ladies.
Hey.
This is my sis.
Hey. So we here. This is my sis podcast. So this is our first time.
It really
Yeah.
is. On the mic.
First time, first podcast, first. Yeah.
I'm a little nervous.
You're a little nervous. That's
Yeah,
okay.
just a little
I think. Yeah. You want to take some deep breaths?
All right, tell me who you are, my baby.
I'm Katrina. That is my name. A lot of people know me as Brooklyn Dior.
Hey.
So
What we calling you here though?
you can call me Bricky D.
We call Bricky D.
I like Bricky D.
I
I like Bricky D.
I
I'm 34. I have 2 daughters, a 10 and an 8-year-old. I work in the medical field. And I'm that, I'm that one.
Bold talk with B. You hear it?
Bold talk with me. No.
Oh, talk with
I do have a lingerie line
She
that I'm
does.
relaunching.
Yeah.
It's Bold Body LLC. I'm excited for that
Yeah.
relaunch. And I'm ready. I'm ready to open my mind and give people a piece of my mind
Yeah.
and my thought
Okay.
on everything.
I
Or
like
relationships in general.
Most definitely. I
Who you are,
that.
my sis?
Who you are? I'm Shayna. SHANNA. Spelled
Two
Shayna. 2 N's. It's not Shana. It's not Shanna. It's Shayna. If you have trouble with that, you can say Shay. That's okay. But yeah, I'm Shayna. I don't know what's about me. I'm an Aquarius.
Oh.
So that is an air sign. So I'm flowing and I'm floating. I'm also the water bearer as well. So I hold on to all of that, those emotions and all of those things for you. I'm a healer. I am clairvoyant, clairsentient, claircognizant. And what that means, because I know y'all like, what's that?
Tell me, sis. Tell me, sis.
Well, clairsentient is like I'm an empath, and so what an empath is in general, don't lie to me, because I know when you
You know.
lying. I do,
know.
I do. Very connected. So in regards to other people's like emotional state and things like that, and definitely like can rub off as far as me absorbing that energy. So I do a lot to kind of protect my energy, a lot.
As you should.
And so I use that in my profession as being clairsentient to help me to relate, better to people and understand.
Okay.
I'm also claircognizant, which means that I
All
know.
these big words.
I
my
know,
sis.
because I know.
Somebody went to college. That's all we know. Somebody
Yeah, I did go to college.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
just to let y'all know too.
Somebody went to college.
Just to let y'all know too. Just
And-
as we introducing ourselves, I am the Cass Tech Michigan alum. So I am one of them people. Yes. Yes. So yeah.
Always a round of applause
Yeah,
for education.
always,
Even though I went to Osborne.
Of
yeah, yeah. But no. Claircognizant is just it just means I know. That's
Right.
yeah.
Yeah.
It just means I know, like knowing things, just just in tune with some things, and why I know I don't know. I just get
just know.
downloads. Yeah. But yeah, I'm a born and raised in Detroit. East Side.
East
East
Best side. East
Y'all
side.
Of course.
That's why we here.
That's why I'm saying pinky
East
up.
Side. Yeah,
That's
born
why
and
we
raised in
here.
Detroit. I
We
love
here.
Detroit.
We all
Detroit.
here.
Yeah.
Let me see
Yeah.
about me. I am Alicia. You spell it regular. Oh, well, it's really pronounced Alicia, but people are lazy, so they call me Alicia. I have a son, a beautiful, beautiful son. That's like my world. He's 5 years old. That's my birthday twin. He's a Scorpio, just like me. So we're bringing that Scorpio vibe, that Scorpio flavor.
Hey, Scorpio over here too.
I'm open. I'm really an open person. Very outgoing. I like to party. I really do. I work Monday through Friday, so on the weekends I'm
It's party
twerking.
time.
I'm throwing ass. If you know me, I'm throwing ass.
There's
So
nothing wrong with
I like to serve. Yeah. So when I don't gotta be a mommy,
Throw that
when
ass.
I'm throwing ass. Other than that,
Hey, she throwing a lot of that.
Yeah, and, you know, I look petite, but it's heavy back there.
Oh.
You know, it's heavy. But yeah, like I said, I'm in a space now in my life where I just really found myself. So first, I didn't know, I wasn't aware of what I liked, the things I wanted to do, or wasn't even aware of myself. So this year taught me a lot of that. Taught who I am, what I like, and I think. And letting people know that, no, I don't want to do that. No, I don't like that. No, this is not that. And so
I love it.
I came into that this year.
Boundaries.
So more so, and more so coming into myself and learning myself. So I thank God for that. I met these group of ladies this year as well. Our friendship started and it just blossomed. And so I am grateful for that. And a change. Like, you want to say, like, tell us how we met. Like, bruh, come on.
What can we kind of introduce with the podcast, you know, and then we can get into
let's
you
go
know,
to
how we met and
introduce,
things like that. So this is my sis, and you know, this first episode is "Hey sis, nice to meet you." You know, so just getting to know us and getting to know, you know, what our podcast is about. I know some of y'all probably already done seen a video here and there, you know, with some introductory things.
That was just us vibing.
We just vibing. That's a part of our dynamics, but plus so much more. But my sis is my sex is sacred. My Sunday is sacred.
This is my favorite one. My stress is stressing. Because everybody got some stress, right?
So it's just different. You know, it's a acronym that's, you know, kind of relate to different things. And so podcast came about actually, you know, I think individually we were thinking about it. And then we had a trip that we went on. And Brooke was like, you know, I've been talking. I was thinking about doing a podcast, and I was like, yeah, girl, me too. Cause this dude I know been asking me, been trying to, you know, get me to do the podcast. And I didn't have no people. I just was like, I don't want to do it by myself. And so we just had this conversation, and I was saying I had some ideas. And my sister was is just born out of it's, you know, again, that my sex is sacred, not necessarily just talking about sex, which we will talk about sex, you know, and how we relate to it and everything like that. But no, it actually really came from sex, meaning coming from the sacral chakra, which is the seat of our emotions and, you know, sexual energy and creativity and the way we relate to one another. And so when Brooke came up and was like, I want to do a podcast about relationships, and I was like, oh my God, all of that just flows together. Yeah. So that's kind of how it was born. We want to just talk about, you know, relationships and related to one another. And, you know we have a bunch of podcasts out there about relationships, and they're mainly about romantic ones.
But we're talking about
and they're not just about romantic ones. They're about romantic ones, but they're disconnected.
It's like your relationship with your family, your relationship with your kids, your relationship with your friends, with your associates, how you deal in relation to people, how you receive love, of how your relationship at work. So when we say relationships, it's not just personal, it's not just romantic.
And it's just not with people. Like I have a relationship with my glasses. I lost them, baby, and when I said I was about to go crazy.
Only people with glasses understand.
You need everybody glasses to find your glasses.
And you do.
You really do.
But everybody also have a relationship with their phones. You lose your phone, your heart is in your stomach, and you're going crazy.
You ready to call the police on it and everything, you know. So it's just in general. So it was like my sis is a play on a lot of words. Also, my sis, we call each other sis. So hey sis, my sis, that's my sis. It came from there too, as well as the acronyms in each letter meaning something different depending on how your day is going. Like my sister is sacred. My sex is sacred. My stress is stressing. Like
myself is sacred.
It's sacred. You know what I'm saying? Those are the things that we will be touching bases on, and depending on what's changing, and that will be what our podcast will be about on that day, relationship wise.
So let's talk about a relationship here. How we met, how we all met each other, what that looked like.
So once upon a time, not long ago,
I was a hoe. And I'm admitting it.
I didn't say all that.
But I'm with the shit. Come on. How we meet? My bad. I had that Mariah Lynn. All right.
Hey, baby, speak your truth if that's how you feel. Speak your truth if that's how you feel. But my best friend at the time had introduced me to Nandi's. 90s Cafe.
Shout out to 90s.
Shout out to 90s.
Mama
yes.
Nandi, we love you.
We really love you. We do.
And I used to enjoy going there because it was like a twerk off. And I danced. Like I danced to get every emotion out when I'm mad. It's like, you know what, I need to do something. I need to dance. I'm just sweating it all the way. Yeah. And I came across these big booty girls that I enjoyed
big
dancing
booty hoes, come with it.
And I enjoy feeling on, you know, me. And me and Shayna actually talked first outside.
Outside of 90s.
Yes,
yeah,
outside of 90s.
Outside of 90s. Yeah.
We went on a date.
Yeah.
And I was trying to slide. But that's how, you know, I because they knew each other prior.
Yeah.
Me and Shayna got close, and then I started hanging more around Alicia and our other friend. Shout out to Denisha, baby. I love you. I miss you. I'm sick. I ain't show out last night, but I love you, baby girl. Get you some rest.
Yeah. So me and Alicia, that's accurate. That's how me and you know, it was to just pass her by initially and like at 90s, and then, you know, meeting outside, and then, you know, just forming that relationship outside of that. Alicia and I, have known each other for a long time. For years. But, you know, we didn't become close actually until the last couple years. Yeah, we weren't. Yeah. It was more so we, like, for me, with you was like, oh yeah, she's there.
I know of her.
Yeah. No, I wasn't even knowing of you. It was like you was there, like you was like accessible.
But we wasn't
around, but we didn't like connect or anything. Our babies are actually best friends, cousin brothers.
Cousin brothers.
Because
we ain't having no mom.
Yeah.
You know,
that's their brother right there. But yeah, our relationship actually grew a bit stronger over these last couple years. Because initially, you know how you meet people or somebody is around, and, you know, if it's a friend of a friend or somebody you know through somebody, and initially, you know, you only know of that person through like what somebody says, you know, and what's being communicated to you. And so that's how a lot of my relationship initially with Alicia was like what somebody said, like what somebody communicated to me. And you know, people got their own perceptions, you know.
They do.
I mean, it just in general, like people have their own perceptions and stuff. So when I got to know her, I was like, oh, okay. Yeah. And, you know, I'm really good with like, I'm an introvert, if y'all don't know. I'm an introvert. Y'all see it? Yeah, I get it. But I really, so vibing with a lot of people is not, you know, but I vibe a lot with like people who are really just genuine, and they're just them, just no matter what, they're them, and like they're genuine, and they hold space for themselves, and, you know, even holding space for other people to be genuine is good. So that's, you know, that relationship with Alicia, and even, you know, with Rookie too, as far as like, you know, just being a genuine person. I think it's what like connected me, because, you know, if I don't vibe with you, I don't.
We not
for real vibe with you.
So yeah, like basically like they said, with Brooke, we was in 90s, and our homegirl Denisha, she knows everybody. Bless her, like
shout out.
And
Denisha.
I'm always in there like, you know, I'm just dancing, so everybody know the dance, and we were always dancing with each other, always dancing with hey boo, giving hugs. Didn't even know her name. It was just hey boo, like, you know, that giving hugs and stuff. Then we finally exchanged numbers outside of 90s. We had a little group chat going on, and we was like, okay, ladies, we gonna get to know each other. But when we really like got to know each other, Shayna inboxed us about a trip. And you know, everybody had those friends where they like, oh, we going somewhere and money's ain't changed, ain't nobody bought a flight. It's next year, it's nothing done. It's just all work. So when she told us about this trip, we literally
it was that same week.
There. We went the next week. We went drove 4 hours away.
Bel Air, Michigan is beautiful, by the way.
All the way up there. We were the only black people.
It was a Christmas
and
movie.
then to be the three black beautiful women. Yes, 3 black beautiful women walking. Like it was really crazy. So we experienced that trip and we did it, and that brung us closer from that. And we just, since we came back, we've been unstoppable. We said we wanted to do this podcast. In that same moment, we cashed out the money for the podcast. I like action. I like action friends. You know what I'm saying? We said we're gonna do something and we're doing it. Yes, I like action friends. Don't we ain't planning nothing for 2 years and we ain't doing it. You know, so this is why I love these group of women, is because when they said they're gonna do something, they show up. My birthday, they showed up
and showed out.
So it's just like the love to receive that, to give the same love that you're giving back, to get that back. It was grateful that I opened my heart to these women. With Shayna, our kids are, like we said, our cousins, and so I knew her because our person at the time, they cousins. And so it was like, all right, when we come around, it was like family events. Okay, I see you, you see me. Hey, oh, that's your mama. Oh, that's little Elmer mama. So when we really started focusing on getting to know me, and I was getting to know her, it was like, I fuck with you. I like you. We got to keep these boys together. Okay, cool. Like, it's up to us to do that. And we've been doing it ever since. And so I thank God for that. So, yeah.
I thank God for this, for us. Just even be able to having this opportunity, this platform. When you meet people that are like-minded, it's a beautiful thing. Yeah. Because then you look at other people like, you're a little dumb. I'm not gonna say, okay, you're not dumb.
No, girl, no, stand on it.
Listen,
that's
what I'm gonna say.
Stand on
I'm gonna say,
I
would say ignorant. That's what I would say. I wouldn't say dumb. I would just say ignorant. Because a lot of people can think one way because they don't know no other way to think.
Remember that segment on Sesame Street? One of these things just doesn't belong here. One of these things just ain't the same.
It's
that's
not
like
pretty
others.
much.
Yeah,
that's true.
You do. I mean,
that's true.
And then too, it's the to be able to hold a conversation. We talk about everything. Our conversations can go anywhere. And so it's just being able to have a conversation with somebody who know more than what they see or more than what they read. Like, that, you quoted me something that you read. Like, it don't seem real. You know, it don't seem authentic.
Authentic.
Y'all see me?
When I try to help you.
yeah.
And also, the thing about is having conversations with people that are that can hold themselves accountable, that don't get offended or.
So that's what really one of the things that connected me to you, Alicia, as well too, because you are one of the people that you don't get easily offended, and you be like, well, then maybe that's just my shit. Like, whatever, I just and I really like that, because I'm a type of person that I'm really big on honesty, and just being honest about hey, if you wrong, you wrong. Maybe you should think about it this way, or that's not because I do that
all the time. And I be like, come on, man. All right, I would think this way.
I want people to know that it's coming from a really good space, a genuine space.
And then it's just an opinion. You don't have to follow what I say. Just be open to my point of view, which is an outside point of view.
I'd rather people hate me for who I am than love me for who I am.
Of course,
yeah.
Because at some point they're not gonna
fake for the sake of getting along or being with you.
And then
that's true.
These group of ladies that came in during a time where I was going through something with one of my friends. At the time, I thought I had a close friend. I thought someone had my back. I thought, we here, and bullshit happened. And then I met these ladies, and it showed me what a real friendship is. And that's not. You don't have to have money. You don't have to, have the best. You don't have to have this. It's just being there to support. Hey, girl, how are you? I'm thinking about you. Hey, it's just, oh, you look down, or you this or you that. It's just having somebody and noticing. Like, I had a friend where I felt like I was just giving. And they were just taking. Like, in a minute, my cup empty. You're not pouring into me. So,
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? I'm constantly pouring into you, pouring into our friendship. I'm constantly loving on you, and you're not loving me back. And so, in this circle, in the space I found with these ladies, it's just like, I'm getting that back. You know what I'm saying? The same love I'm dishing out, I get it back. And I appreciate that. And it makes me look at relationships differently. It really does.
Well, that leads us into what our, the meat of our topic today. It's, hey, sis, nice to meet you. Is you meeting us, but the meat of our topic is in regards to relationships today is gaining new friendships or new relationships in adulthood.
Yeah.
And how making friends and adulthood is.
Yeah, because I'm 30.
Oh, it's hard. It's some difficult.
Also letting go.
Yeah.
Letting
like
go of
dating,
friends.
ain't it?
Yeah, it's like dating. It is like dating.
And
yeah.
it's also in that time frame of letting go of
old things
relationships that
and
you realize was not.
As well, we tend to not be trusting of each other as we get older. It's like you take everything with a grain of salt.
Experiences that you've been through, you know what I'm saying, make you not trust.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then just like with love relationships, right? With friendships, sometimes you'll be superficially attached to this person.
Superficially attached.
That's the word.
And the idea of what you want that person to be in your head, but when they don't fulfill that obligation that you have, they don't, fit that cookie cutter mold that you have for men. You know what I'm saying? Then now it's like, damn, who is this person? And shit. It's like you really need to observe who this person is and hold them accountable. A lot of times we give people the benefit of the doubt, as opposed to the consequence of the doubt. When they show us who they are,
believe
and
them.
the benefit of the doubt, and a lot of times the benefit of the doubt comes with the length of the relationship and the length of knowing somebody.
Sometimes not, because the benefit of the doubt to me is just a pretty way of saying ignoring the red flags. Sometimes you do that in the beginning.
Yes, no boundaries.
Yeah,
lack of boundaries. True. Yeah, I'm a recovering people pleaser. So that means I don't do that no more. I don't do that no more. But you're absolutely right, right, Mark. I think that like it's superficial connections that we had, and those superficial connections that we were friends because we went to school together. We were friends because we was on the same.
Or you stay next door.
We was friends because we worked together.
There was no really like base.
Yeah,
to the
that's
friendship,
there. Yeah.
And now what ends up happening is sometimes these people end up being leeches, right? And then what you spoke on earlier is them always taking from you and then not reciprocating. It's like you have to be careful how nice you are to some people, because they'll leech
and
off
they'll
you,
run
and
over
then
you.
to the point where now you don't have anything for yourself anymore, and it's like damn, now I don't have, and you'll be a giving person, right? And then you have to stop, not because you do that because you want to, but because you have to, because you don't have anything else. And now you the bad guy,
and now you
because
hate
they
it.
become so accustomed to
what
they
did.
get from you. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
So you have to be careful how much you invest into people.
Yeah.
sometimes.
And also in those friendships and relationships, my heart has been broken by a friend of
most
mine.
definitely.
And
Talk
a lot
about
of people talk about heartbreak like it can just come from just a romantic relationship, where it could come from any relationship.
Yeah.
And the beautiful thing about it though is it's repairable.
Yeah.
Because you lose somebody, your heart can, break.
Your heart is repairable.
Yeah.
You're saying, yeah.
Because you can come across somebody that actually will show you
What
exactly what you
repair it.
needed. Yeah.
Just like
They
how
can
she
assist.
just spoke on her friends prior to y'all, right? That was a situation, a classic example of that.
Yeah, that's
It
true.
wasn't nowhere near these group of ladies. Like, it wasn't empowerment. And like I said, these group of women that I surrounded myself with this year, they want to do something. You know what I'm saying? We want more, and we see it, and we're going for it. We're not sitting there talking about it and writing it down. And we're gonna do it next year. We're gonna do it this. It's like we standing out, we holding each other accountable, and we doing exactly what we set out to be, and just that peace for each other as well.
And another thing, I love you ladies because a lot of friends or a lot of associates, they don't do stuff with their kids like that. Like, I love being around women that love doing stuff with their kids. Like, I love my kids, and I'm an active parent. So if we're going to go to the park, some females would rather go to the park and twerk on cars or whatever. By all means, do your thuck thizzle. Okay. Hey, do your
I
thing.
don't do the car, but I'm twerking.
But in my cases, I like being around those friends that would be okay with going to a safe park and allowing your kids to play, and we can play and enjoy.
Or go see the Christmas lights like we did.
Yeah.
It was a Friday. We normally go.
We got put over by the police.
Yeah, but we normally go.
We did. We got caught by the police with our kids.
They was like, get y'all.
Yeah, we jumped off the car and to take pictures.
We weren't
with the
supposed to
lights.
take pic. We weren't supposed to jump.
But hey, we all had a good time.
But it was like normally a Friday. We
That was the
normally
wrong
go out
complexion to be jumping out the car.
and do something for us. But we was like, we can
And
take
you are
these
so
kids.
correct on that, because we was riding down and the other people done jumped out their car, took pictures. They didn't say nothing to them.
Nothing. And you're right.
But we digress.
They had the complexion for the protection. Y'all didn't.
Yeah. But so thinking about or talking about like developing these new relationships in like adulthood, like, there's like hesitation that's there too, because, we are coming out of spaces, we're in our 30s, coming out of spaces where we have had loss and like, betrayal and like, really like traumatic, things that are happening, and like, or even being in a space like for myself right now, like I said, I'm a recovering people pleaser, but like it was a couple years of just like really, really grieving, the loss of like all of these relationships that were happening. And I was at a point where I was just like, I'm like, maybe I'm supposed to be alone, or maybe I'm not supposed to have like no friends or nothing like that.
Fuck away from people.
And but that was the space that I was in, because I wasn't supposed to have no friends. I was supposed to get into a space where I get to know who I was. Right. And so like at that time where I was like losing a lot of relationships, and those like superficial surface relationships, these friends that I had because I was friends with them in elementary school, or, these people who I thought, who knew me, even though it was like disconnection from like friends who were like family, like it's my family who is my friend, but I had to like step back for a second, like a couple years, and like really just pour into like getting to know who I was and who myself was. So I started going out by myself.
She was going out all the time.
But that was like, but I had never done that before, ever. Like anytime I would go out in social gatherings, it always would be with a group of people. And I started to go out by myself, and I was like,
that's the beautiful thing.
Oh my God.
When you can go out, because I've done that. When you can go out by yourself, like that's you.
That's but you. Going out by myself too, also like, strengthen my perception of myself as well. Like when I was going, I'm like, oh, I'm the shit. Like, like, I'm having fun. Like,
I've made a lot of friends
too, right? Always in regards to dating other people, right? I say, if I can enjoy spending time with you doing nothing, then I can enjoy time with you doing anything. Right?
So it was.
Check this out though. Apply it to yourself. How many people can't even go out? Can't even. I can't go out. I don't want to go out by myself because I'm not gonna have fun. So what you're saying is you don't love yourself.
You don't know yourself.
That's what you're saying. Yeah.
A lot of people don't even know how to sit still and read a book, anything. Like they be on a go, and I was once that person. So that's what I know. On a go, and it's to deflect from you and what you really going through. So you're going out, you partying and stuff like that, and then once you have that moment to where you're forced to sit down, I was forced to sit down and like think, oh my God.
With me, it was like I was always that friend. I'm pulling up on you. I got the bottle, I got the smoke, you know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta have nothing, I'm coming, you know what I'm saying? Oh, you want to eat? I'm sending my bridge card at your house. We about to eat seafood boils. We about to, I'm that friend. What, you ain't got it? I'm near. And then I had to sit back and be like, damn, nobody doing that for me. When I fell out, lost a job, or car broke, nobody coming to pick me up. Nobody coming to my house. Nobody just popping up with a bottle or just popping up with a hug for me. And it was like, wow, like, okay, so are they only my friends because of what I get? Are they only fucking with me because they like, oh, at least she got it?
People treat you accordingly to what they feel like you have and don't have. Do they not?
Yeah. Yes. That's true. Yeah. That's 100% true.
And so I lost a lot of those friends. I realized a lot of those when I realized me. Like, why am I doing these? I was overly compensating because I felt like I had to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I didn't want to lose them, and I craved a friend so bad that I'm overly compensating and doing all this stuff and didn't realize I wasn't getting not even a mustard seed of the love I was getting out back.
People grow and evolve and change, right?
And that's true. And once you sit back and you realize those relationships, like for me, I'm the only girl out of 13. So I realized I was forcing relationships, fiending and having that craving to have a sister. And I had to accept like I'm not going to ever biologically have a sister. I can have friends that's close, but I have to treat people accordingly. You know what I'm saying? And that's the truth. Like you can do only so much. That's just like you can only help so much, but the person have to be willing to help. Like they gotta want that.
But even after, it's just like I had a friend. I'd be like, come see me. I don't got no money. I don't got this. Why do we need money? We can put on a Lifetime movie, eat popcorn. You know what I'm saying? We don't watch
Lifetime.
We
watching the Tubi movie, right?
Hey, Tubi movies, they coming up. Y'all see me.
We can watch Tubi movies, sit on the couch, eat popcorn, like sit here and chill. Like we don't need to have money. A lot of times people think that to hang out, you don't need to have money to have some type of connection. Like let me.
You don't always have to go
it's
out.
Good to hear a woman say that, right? Because it's like with this whole thing about Remember the list that came out of where we not gonna go on the first date?
Yeah, man.
Right?
I mean, some of them places.
But yeah, well, see, but you know what? But see, my thing is this though. Like, I'm not gonna inject steroids into the relationship. I always say this shit. Like, and be taking you out on expensive shit in the beginning because now you fall in love with my hand and not my heart. You gonna get anybody can get accustomed to going to Hawaii and all of that shit.
Yeah.
But I hate to go out of town to find out that I don't even like your ass.
Now that's a fucked up place.
You
to
done
find
flew
out.
her out.
Yeah.
And now you like, damn.
Because you a dumbass that want to wine a diner and do all of this extracurricular bullshit that she gonna get attached to. And if you, what y'all like to say, if you can't keep it up, don't start.
Don't start.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Yeah. So that's
Like, why you bring it up and you ain't spending that?
and it's not that the nigga don't want to keep it up, but it's just like if you're not somebody that deserves this type of treatment on the regular, I'm not gonna start the shit.
Mm-hmm. So even outside, yeah, I agree with that. But even outside of like just the dating, even in like your friendship spaces as well, we can set up like the dynamics and the foundation of the relationship, whether directly or indirectly. Like whether what things that we let pass, what things that we do, or we start, you know, with the with the friendship, we set all of that up, you know, in those relationships. And so I think like in the beginning of those relationships, as we like building new relationships, we should be able to communicate like, hey, this is what, you know, my, you know, expectation or like my thoughts in regards to like what a friendship is and like, you know, what I'm wanting or what I'm, you know, bringing to the space as a friend, because as a, you know, former people pleaser, a lot of things just went unsaid. And then like, you know, with more things that's go unsaid, like that just develops over time and like develops calluses on the relationship. And so now we're 2 years into the relationship, like, damn, how did we get like this, or how did get, because of like those things that we haven't spoken or said.
That's the point I was about to make when I said people grow and evolve and change, right? But sometimes, right, you have again this superficial attachment to the person to the point where y'all grew apart, but now you still attached to the person, and now you render yourself to the point of like feeling fake when you're around them and engaging with them, because it's like this ain't.
He's speaking
like,
to me, speaking to my soul.
A lot of things with relationship too, with people not knowing how to operate and properly love, is hurt people.
People hurt people.
People
hurt people.
But that person got hurt by another person,
And
so
it was
it's
hurt,
people
so-
hurt people. It's not just hurt people hurt people.
They
It's
hurting,
people hurt
so
people.
it's just
People hurt
it's
people.
looking at it as dealing. People don't know how to love through their trauma, and it's like having the strength and to know your friend and be able to love them through it, like to see the best of them and to get them through it. That's what relationships is about. Seeing the trauma, seeing what your friend is going through, and then being able there to grow together.
So a lot of the thing about that, when you bring up trauma, right? A lot of people don't know your trauma.
Yeah.
So the thing is being a good friend shouldn't have anything to do with your trauma. If I'm a good friend to you, I don't have to know your trauma to be there to support you right now in your life, because I wasn't there back then. I wasn't there through your trauma. So it's just about understanding and actually willing to learn that person. If I want to be your friend, I'm learning you. Oh, you say you like what? You like purple, or you like pink. You know what I'm saying? These are the things that you do when it comes to relationships in general. You don't have to just ask a question, but you learn as you, you know, you monitor.
Mr. Johnson, we talking about this is, hey sis, nice to meet you. So we talking about you know, developing friendships and relationships in adulthood, and that's what we're talking about. You know, how we transitioning from those old relationships and being able to release those superficial relationships, and like how we're developing relationships in adulthood. And so that's what we talk about, Mr. Johnson.
And knowing how to let them
know.
go. Like, yes, you know, we did mention, you know, heartbreaks come in that. You know, and sometimes a lot of people are afraid to let relationships go because of how long. Like, oh, I've known this person for 10 years, 15 years. So it's impossible. But what I had to realize this year is when you grow, it's a lot of people that's not going to be there with you. A lot of people that's not going to like the new you. That's when it's time, like you said, being a people person and you cut back. Like, okay, well, it's about me. It's like, no, it can't be about you because it's about me. Like, you're so used to me being a people pleaser, so when it's time for me to focus on self, you like, oh, you're selfish, or you this or you that, and it's like, at that moment, let them go. They're not your friend, and it's okay to move on. Though?
Being selfish ain't a bad thing.
Most definitely not.
Times, right? Just like being, I want to say, I guess for lack of another word of explaining it, prideful. Right, when people tell you, oh, you need to be humble. Why do I need to turn my cool down to make you?
Listen, my light ain't going down for nobody. I'm sorry.
Be humble. After I done done all of this shit to get these accolades and to be proud of myself. Now you want me to be humble because you ain't did shit with yourself, and I make you feel some kind of a way because I'm shining like I am.
I make you uncomfortable.
So I need to be humble.
So that was the thing that, like, as far as like question myself in a lot of relationships that I had previous, I shrank myself a lot, and I shrank myself. Not like intentionally shrink myself, but I shrank myself to like create, safety in spaces a lot of times. So a part of my, like, when I was losing those relationships, that time that I had to spend by myself, that healing journey, one of my shroom trips that I had, talked about, like, opened that up for me as far as me being this like contortionist, like I'm being this person that like bend and mold and fold and everything. And in the while I was having the trip, it was like I was unfolding and I became bigger and bigger and bigger. And I came out of the trip, I'm like, I'm big, I'm huge, like, because I used to like question myself a lot of times, because I used to get this thing from people, which ever since I was young, like, you think you better than, or you think you all that chips kind of thing or whatever. And I always be like, I come into space like I want to be helpful. I'm not trying to be like, I'm not trying to be better. But I realized too, like, everybody not in alignment for you. Like, everybody not supposed to be your friend. Everybody not supposed to be that one for you. Everybody, like, see your light and want to be attracted to it and connected to it. And for other people, it might repulse and push them away, right? Like, and that's okay. Like, we don't have to have, alignment, with people just because we've known them for a while, or even if they, we're about to lose them out of our lives. That doesn't have to be a bad thing either.
Guess what? You said it earlier, like, right now. I've been around some of the homies, right? And, they say, yeah, man, we about to go do this or that, or, go do it. And I'm like, nah, I'm straight. I'm saying, oh, you think you too good?
You acting funny.
Wait, you're absolutely right. I'm too good to participate into that bullshit. Again, it's like sometimes, like, stop trying to use reverse psychology.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? To make me feel bad because you feel bad because I won't, involve myself with your bullshit.
And a lot of times you outgrow friends and
that's okay.
people, and that's just part of learning yourself. Okay, I used to do that, because I get a lot like, oh, she used to do this, or we used to do this. Like, the word is used. You know what I'm saying? Part of friendship and relationship is growing, and to be able to see that change, and be able to love your friend through it. You know what I'm saying? Everybody is not going to be the same. I'm not the same Alicia Shayna knew 3-4 years ago. You know what I'm saying? Like, everything is different, and so it's just knowing that, like, change is uncomfortable in relationship, uncomfortable, but it's necessary. And so it's just in knowing that everything's going to change in your friendships, in your relationships, and it's just like knowing that it's necessary to go through to make you who you are. And I appreciate those changes. I appreciate losing those friendships. I appreciate gaining new friendships.
You know what? I'm a firm believer of everything happens for a reason, right? So I've came across so many, like, a lot of my friends I met through old friends, or friends that was not friends for real. Like, a lot of my friends I met through somebody else that wasn't a friend.
Associates or something. Yeah.
No, that person was a friend. Well, I thought they were a friend, but they wasn't actually a friend. You get what I'm saying? And so it's always been that, hey, I met you, Alicia, through Shayna, and now we are cool, and I'm not cool with Shayna anymore, because I realized that with our friendship, that friendship wasn't real. You know what I'm saying? So when you start meeting people and you click with these people and you realize, like, there are genuine people out here. Like, there are people that are okay with telling you the truth, regardless of how hurtful or how, bad you might think it is, but being honest with you so that you can, be honest with yourself. I mean, call me out on my shit. And I tell that all the time. Like, bitch, call me out. If you ever catch me on some, call me out. I'm okay with taking accountability. Call me out. Help me.
It's a red flag to me when I love somebody and they supposedly know that I love them and they can't take critique from me. You know what I'm saying? Because now, what does that mean? That
Mark,
means you must don't love me.
Mark,
No,
that means that they don't know you for real. They
don't know me, or
they don't know you.
I think that there's the love is there, or the idea of love is there.
How can you love me if you don't know me? You just said it something.
No, you can
love people without I don't have to
know
knowing somebody to love them.
You can. It's a thing.
What if you know? But yeah, you can. There's a certain level of love that you have for people that you don't know.
They don't know
versus the one that you have for somebody that you know, though.
Yeah, but I
that's
think
a different.
Because I resonate with that because it's just they don't know you. Like I'm not coming from a space of trying to like hurt you. If you really don't know why are you even?
There you go. Yeah.
They don't know you. It's not that they don't love you. They could love you, right?
I got you.
And especially the piece of you that is convenient for them and that satisfies them. They love that.
And it disturbs that piece of them.
They just don't. They don't know. They just don't know.
They don't.
You're just supposed to accept everything about them for how they are and don't hold them accountable for
and
anything that they do wrong.
But see, as somebody that love me, I trust you. I trust your judgment. So if I'm doing something, you're like, okay, nah.
And then what kind of friend am I if I let you go out the house with your shoes untied?
I know, right?
They're not tied.
Man.
I don't know
that you're gonna bust your ass when you go down the steps.
But in this world, you can be a friend, but they're not friends to you, so they don't know. A lot of people won't know what type of friend
you to
you
learn
are.
the lesson.
Yeah, but a lot of people,
but
a lot of people won't know what type of friend you are until they lose you. They won't know you were an actual friend until they lose you. And once they lose you, they try to come back.
Yep, I got to be. You know, I got that Alicia. Right? Somebody text me right after was like, "I'm sorry, I didn't mean gay."
No,
and I told her I was like, "Wait a minute," because she went from, "Oh, you selfish, you this, you all up in yourself," and I was like, "Just watch, give it a minute." She's gonna text you back like, "No, I didn't mean it. I want my friend back," because when you lose a good friend, you feel it. Yeah, and then
it's gonna hurt you.
Feel that void.
Yeah, you feel it. Like you feel when you left a good friend, and that just comes with like you should have cherished it while I was there. You should have, you know what I'm saying? Like
That's
once
true.
it's gone, it's gone. Like because the friend that I was telling, I haven't looked back. It's like okay, I hope you're doing well, but I'm doing better. You know what I'm saying?
I'll never regret any friendship I've ended, and I've ended a lot. And the thing is, it's I have yet to meet someone that can put the blame on me. You know what I'm saying? That's some real 100 shit.
She's like, it ain't me, it's you.
Hey, listen, but it's like I give people that leeway, so that's why I'm known for no second chance.
How many times have you, I guess, disassociated yourself with a person for sometimes a minute reason, but you end up reestablishing and rekindling the friendship?
I have not.
Never.
Like reestablish a friendship.
No. It have yet to be one person to where we actually fell out because they did something to me and we got back cool. No.
Okay, so now, what I was going to say is that the term is the severity of the breach of the friendship.
It depends.
To me.
So I guess sometimes I've had occurrences where it wasn't that serious and shit, where it's like, you know what? Now again, it may not got back to where it was type shit, but
it would never be the same.
See, I'm a no second chance person. Like the only people that I guess I give that space to is my brothers. Like, and that's all honestly, my brothers, and I'll say my biological family, where it's like we're kind of forced, you know what I'm saying? So we're going to have a conversation about it.
So you're only doing it because of your brothers.
Yeah. And so because, like, I bullshit you not. Yeah. Like, anybody I've dated, it's never been a turnaround. Baby daddies, none of that. No, never been a turnaround. Even any and every friend that I'm
a second chance queen. Like
I'm not. I'm sorry. If we talk
second chance,
if we talk and it don't get to that point, like if we have a conversation about a disagreement or something, okay. But if I get to a point to where I feel like you really fucked me, it's fuck you. Point.
With me,
like
it
period.
Depend on the severity, like
That's
you
what
said,
I said,
what the friend did. If the relationship can be repaired, but it would never be the same. I wouldn't look at them the same, you know, especially if it was something that broke my trust or if it was something that really hurt me. We would really have to have that
whatever the
conversation.
situation was, I would never put myself back in that equation with you again.
Yeah, and that's why I said no. How can you rebuild trust? How can you? Because at the end of the day,
you don't think it's possible. You don't think it's possible to rebuild trust?
I'm not saying it's impossible. It's just I'm not tolerating it. I don't have it. Okay, I've done it. I feel like I've tried. Even like I said, when it comes to my biological family, I can't trust you with my life if you a lie. You know what I'm saying? About something so simple.
We just gonna call her No Chance Brooke.
No chance Brooke.
No Chance Brooke.
No second Brooke.
Yeah, no second chance.
She's not looking back.
Not at all, baby.
She said, I'm gonna avoid that saw. I ain't about to look back.
Because I know in the midst of that relationship, that friendship, we talk. So I give you the opportunities. I tell you what makes me uncomfortable. I'll tell you. So I give you all these. I'm giving you the blueprint.
It depends on the terms and conditions of the whole. And the way you're laying it out, I mean, it's really no alternative to.
So if this fallout is because it's the conditions of the fallout, like if the fallout was like betrayal fallout, because I've had like fallouts in relationships that like weren't like betrayal.
See, it's all
yours
have been
betrayal.
Yeah, so it's never been like something. I have literally getting fucked now, but it's not literally. But it's never been something small. Yeah, it's not like it's always been betrayal. So where that's why I said you lie to me, I cannot trust you. I can't. I don't see how people do it. I don't want to say whatever. But if I'm with a man and you lie to me and I can't trust you, I can't lay next to you. Mm-hmm. I'm sorry, I won't be able to sleep right. So if you do whatever you do, that's why I said I'm giving you a blueprint on how to deal with me, and I'm trying to learn
be able to sleep.
How to.
She's slobbing and snoring.
We just gonna be doing the same shit together, like goddamn.
Hey, so you got your appointment in the morning.
All right, you came in at 2.
Okay, I'm leaving
at 3. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
no, you leaving at 5.
Kind of I can't mad. Let's get even. It's 2024.
I don't have the patience for it anymore.
You cheat, I cheat, just
like that. Yeah, I don't have the patience.
Yeah, for it. No, mine's haven't like all I said. All mine haven't been betrayal. Like my romantic ones definitely have been like betrayal, but like the friendship ones, they haven't been betrayal. They've been like fallout because like they got something individually going on in their life, and like I had one where like a friend, she just dropped off the face of the earth, like trying to connect with her and trying to because she was dealing with like whatever she was dealing with, and she had emailed me and said she had to
email.
Stop, yeah, because me and another friend like we're just like really trying like concerned and like worried and trying to reach out like what is going on. And she emailed she got to deal with her own thing. I required as a friend, she didn't want to talk about the things that I want to talk about. Like I required you to talk about. I'm a friend that required you to talk about your feelings.
Yes, because that's what we're here for.
Yeah, so she didn't like a lot of that. Like it was just like that feelings on the forefront and like really accountability for things. She wasn't ready for all that, and so it was like she ghosted like mainly and down the line, like some years later, it was actually 3 years later, we had rekindled again and like apologized and talked and cried and all this stuff or whatever.
See, that's a different.
And then it happened again
with the same person. Oh my gosh, red flag! You didn't see it, like
that's what I'm saying. So it was the second chance. I ain't the third chance. And when I was just like, but that second chance was there because, like I said, it wasn't like a betrayal thing.
But see, I would have took that as you didn't see me as a friend anyway. If you didn't feel comfortable with opening up to me, then what?
Yeah, but I do have to hold. I do have to hold space too, though, for people. Like I get it. Like in some cases, I may not always feel like, even though like you my friend, I may not always like bring everything that I'm like, that's whatever going through or whatever.
One thing my friends know about me, like I seen her got like this hard exterior, but girl is soft.
Maybe a marshmallow.
Maybe my feelings, like I cry, y'all. I'm a crier, and my feelings is easily hurt. and I feel like all my life is like I had to have this hard exterior. I had to
survivor mode.
Yeah, I always been in survivor mode, and so I like being able to be in a space around these ladies where I can be vulnerable, where I can tell them, no, I don't have it together. I'm struggling. You know what I'm saying? I need help, and I can do that with these group of ladies, and that made me aware of myself. But it's like I get hurt easily. I'm very hurt easily. It's because I'm emotionally, I cannot talk today, invested. So whether it's in my friend and my partner, whoever it is at the time, emotionally, I'm invested in you. And to let my guard down and to get hurt, that's
and that's why I say you can, your heart can break.
I'm emotional.
From these friendships in general, from any relationship, you know what I'm saying? I feel like today is a good day. It's a Sunday. It's a beautiful day. I'm here with my sisters.
My sis.
With my sisters, and I'm so grateful for the many relationships that I have lost, because it taught me.
I like you saying that.
It taught me how
it
to
gave
really
you room
see.
for the ones
Yeah,
that
yeah. It taught me how, and it taught me how to pay attention to the red flags. If somebody just using me for what I got, or using me for who I know, or using me for, you know what I'm saying, you could tell. And you, it's friends that I have that I don't talk to every day, but I know when that time comes, it's like, hey, we link up like we never, you know what I'm saying. But I know life be lifing.
Can we all agree that we've learned more in life from our failures than our successes?
Yeah.
Right?
Most definitely.
So again, apply that to the relationships
Most
that
definitely.
have failed, the friendships that have failed. We learn from that. Those are lessons. We don't take losses. We don't lose. We just have,
And that's
learn lessons.
basically what the podcast today was about. Every week going to get something different, but it was just introducing ourselves, the MySIS crew.
Call me Brickity.
Just introducing ourselves and just opening up a conversation about relationships in general. Moving forward, our podcasts are going to be topic based. We're going to be talking our No, moving forward. Today was just, open, just, relationship. I see someone ask, what was the topic? We were just talking about relationship in general. So I just wanted to get that out there.
Well, we'll be here next Sunday.
We
Next
didn't
Sunday
really,
to talk more.
today we just wanted to introduce.
Talk more.
Y'all wrapping up. So we got 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I said it's so much. That's why I said we should have did it 2 hours. That's what we did.
No. So I'm definitely looking forward to all of those things. So I had something, a little bit today as well. So, to further get to know us. And I was thinking about a little section was, it's called, Would You Rather Get to Know Us. And so, so maybe we can just end off on that. Like,
let's
this
end
little,
it on that. Our last
we gonna, like I said, we're gonna have different topics coming throughout every Sunday, talking about something in regards to relationship. If you have like something that you want us to talk about or touch on, we can definitely address that. Any questions? I'm gonna be posting some questions. I usually have some I wake up in the morning, meditate a little bit and have some thoughts pop up in my head, and I ask some controversial, some questions, So if you guys have some questions that you want us to answer, you also it's a phone number to call in for. For the
talk to us next.
Yeah,
but we had to let the ladies breathe this first show.
Yeah, our first time, y'all.
Let
we
it
had
breathe.
The little nervousness.
Hands on your knees now.
How y'all feel now? Because I wish y'all could have seen them the countdown between 5 and 3 minutes.
Man, I feel better. The first initial one is out, so now that I got the jitters out, I feel like
come on now.
It's gonna get serious, guys. We got a segment coming up called "My Stress Is Stressing."
Girl, she just want you really.
Yes,
that's her favorite.
Because listen, I am stressing, y'all. Yeah. And today is not the day to talk about that. But my stress is stressing, and that's everything. Gas prices is high.
And gas prices came back down. They $2.79.
Well,
by my house is $2.39.
I gotta be at work at 8. I'm stressing. You know what I'm saying?
$2.39.
So make sure y'all tune in for that. Any stresses that you got on, life is stressing.
I just want to say thank you. Thank you to all my family. I see y'all. But I want to say thank you guys for tuning in. This is just the beginning.
Yeah.
This is just the beginning.
Yeah. So I got some would you rathers. I got some so it's a bunch of them I got. So I got some fun ones. I got some sexy ones. I got some plain ones. What y'all want?
So we probably got time for one.
One, okay.
So just any, mini, money, mo.
Yeah.
Oh.
Come on, get us a good
one.
Read the first one and come to mind.
Come on.
Okay. I'm gonna do would you rather be the funniest person in the room or the most attractive?
Funniest. For sure.
Funniest.
I want to be attractive.
I mean, I'm funny. I think I'm funny.
You think you're funny?
We gotta have time for another one. I want to be attractive.
You want to be attractive?
Yeah.
You want to be the most attractive one?
Yeah.
So that's all you got.
Because I already know. That's why I'm just saying I know I'm that. So
that's not all you got to offer.
But that's what she's asking.
Yeah, no. Okay. Read me again.
Would you rather?
Well, no, because all you offering is jokes.
No, not even jokes. I don't have to joke to be funny.
Nah.
Yeah,
I want to be attractive.
Now, y'all are all ladies, right? Would y'all agree that humor is attractive?
Most definitely. Listen, I can definitely laugh a girl panties off because I have.
With one stone by being humorous.
What? I got into a lot of panties.
Laughing and pulling out.
Yes, I got into a lot of panties laughing. Girls, they be like, I don't like girls, and I don't like. They laughing like, I like you. Come on, let's hang out.
It's a lot of
definitely. Yeah, and I definitely. I'm saying, but that's the thing is, I'm funny. So if I can laugh your pennies off, then so be it.
Okay. So I got another one.
Come on.
What was that? Would you rather be homeless or be in prison?
Well, I mean, in prison, you are homeless.
You're homeless.
I mean,
would you rather be homeless?
Two evils.
So I'll be homeless.
At least I'm free.
I'm not homeless. But prison, you get food. Like it's cooking like every day.
I'm gonna get food.
I'll go to the
you don't get homeless.
Okay, I'm gonna go to the kitchen and get food.
And you have like some place to sleep every night. You don't have to like get back in the sun.
You are ordered.
You
like
have no
freedom.
Mm-hmm.
I'm okay with being homeless.
Have you ever been to jail?
I ain't never been to jail. I'm not saying I'm choosing prison. I'm just offering some other things.
Ain't
no other things.
Okay, one more.
I was there, and that's not a place to be.
It's not at all.
Okay, let me see.
One more.
Come on, give us a sexy one.
I give it.
Come on, Mark.
I'm gonna give a sexy one. Hold on.
Ooh.
Would you rather long, slow sex every time or always have a quickie? What's the breath?
You know what?
Yeah.
I don't like. My body don't respond to quickies. Like I don't like quickies, so I would like the long. We said
long, slow sex.
Yeah, okay, so yeah, I would take the long and slow
sex every time.
I don't want no quickie. Every time. I don't want no quickie.
Every time.
Yeah, I don't want no. Nah.
So that means you late to stuff every time. Every time, like the kid, like you you ain't gonna.
So that means you laying in the pussy. I'm okay with that. I'm okay.
No,
but how are you gonna function?
I'd rather you lay in the pussy than pound it up. So I'm sorry.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I don't.
I mean, a quickie.
I do quickies.
I'm about to say a quickie don't have to be a pound up.
Quickies make me feel like
you're not worth anything.
Yeah, like I'm a bit down. I'm like, damn, nigga, you can't hold me.
Your money on the dresser.
Yeah.
Your money on
make
the
a little money, leave it on the dresser. Like no, like quickies make me feel like, all right, go
well, I would say, I would probably say a quickie, only because I feel like if it's all the time, this is life. I'm not gonna spend my life just having slow sex. Like, I don't want to spend my life having 3-hour sex with you. Like, baby, quickie it up. We can go to the movies. We can come back, it up again.
Too many moving parts.
We can have like 10 quickies in the day. Like
come up to my job, quickie at my job, quickie.
Because I want to be held afterwards. Like quick, like
oh yeah,
I can hold you for 5 minutes.
We can cuddle. That's correct. You can be held in a process
after 5 minutes. 7.5 minutes.
Too hot.
Hold me while we're doing this.
One more, Shayna.
Okay.
Well, we didn't get hers. Did you say quickie?
Oh, I would say quickie. Yeah, time. It's too time consuming. I gotta go. I got people to see, things to do. Like long, slow sex every time.
No,
hot, sweaty, just the whole time.
Let go.
Yep.
My sex be sexing.
Sex be sexing.
Y'all wouldn't have a show if I had long, slow sex.
Sunday, right? You would the whole Sunday gone.
My sex is sexing.
Okay.
That's our another. All right. Give it.
Okay, one more.
Would you rather sneeze every time you orgasm or orgasm every time you sneeze?
Orgasm every time I sneeze. Yes. Woo! I can.
That's crazy. Sneeze every time you orgasm.
Yes. I would listen. I'm sorry. I would play it off.
It's the same thing.
No,
It's not.
Would you rather sneeze every time you orgasm? So you orgasm while you having that long, slow sex. You sneezing.
Why she so bad?
Or
could you imagine the hospital during COVID season?
Shut up. Because I work in a hospital and I would have been like,
listen, you ever seen that video of the woman who went to the hospital because she couldn't stop coming?
Yeah, I see
that. Oh my God. That is the thing.
That is a thing.
I wonder how did it feel when she finally stopped. Was that like coming?
She probably still coming.
That was probably like coming to her because she actually stopped.
But I will probably.
She gonna be here in a minute. She coming.
I'll probably every time I orgasm.
You gonna do what? Every time you orgasm, you sneeze? Yeah.
Oh, you eat my pussy. Oh, my bad. You hit it from the back. Like, no, I don't see it.
So
wait, sneeze while I'm orgasm.
What would your hygiene be like? Out
my
all day, and you just got nut
Just
all
wet.
Listen.
But how often do you sneeze throughout the day, though?
Right, I don't sneeze that often.
When you have a cold, you have a problem.
Well, I haven't had a cold.
But that
in like
isn't
years.
a cold. That's still a time frame of 7 days, if that. But this is every time you have an orgasm, you sneezing. So you in.
That long, slow over here. Yes, long and slow over here.
You're probably not gonna be fucking for that long. That person be like, damn, you sick.
You sneeze in my face.
Sneezing every time.
Sneeze in my face.
All right, guys. We thank you for tuning in to my sis.
Bricky D in the building.
Yes.
Y'all got any ending thoughts? You know, you want to end on?
We gotta sneeze every time I orgasm. Yes.
Yeah.
Let that coochie breathe.
All I say was, y'all can follow me. Follow me, Brooklyn Dior, Brooklyn with 2 N's on Facebook and Instagram. Do not be shy. DM me if you got questions, anything. Just we're open.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you got something to say?
Thank you. All right, I don't got all that Instagram stuff. I'm just on the book. But yeah, I appreciate it's going to get better every week. Thank you for tuning in and keep coming.
Yeah, keep coming like that lady. Keep coming.
Keep coming.
Until you got to go to the hospital.
Until you got to go to the hospital. Well, thank y'all for joining us. I really enjoyed our first session, our first episode. I really enjoyed them. Nerves kind of like just dropped off. You know, just want to encourage everybody to take care of themselves today. Be kind to yourself on this Sunday, this beautiful Sunday. Even though it's raining, it's still beautiful out here.
Your Sunday is
sacred. So do something for yourself. You know, pour into yourself.
Hug yourself.
Pour into those relationships that you have, right? Like, you know, hug on them people that love you. Love them people that love you. And yeah, thank you guys for joining us.
My sis. Yes.
Spell the last name right. First Mark TT 2 T's WHITTAKER on Facebook and on Instagram is love_is_love 87.
Okay, shout them out one time.
Yes.
Next time.
Thank you. Thank you.
Warning. You are now tuned in to 7 Mile Radio. 7 Mile